You did a video where you saw Zayn, and you fangirled like crazy.
I have no shame when it comes to fangirling over Zayn. Like, there's a lot of times where I'll meet someone and I'm like, oh yeah, play it cool, play it cool. But I have no shame when it comes to Zayn. Like, I am such a fangirl. He's beautiful.
But like, you did a video, you literally filmed yourself like dying. You were like freaking out for a good minute.
There was like 5 more minutes of footage where I was like in tears and just a mess, and I was like, this is too much. Like, nobody should have to go through this.
Hey guys, it's Tracy in the Young Hollywood studio, and I am sitting with the one and only social media phenomenon, Andrea Russett. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. We were just talking about we're like super opposite right now, but I was thinking about wearing something a little closer to you, but
We could have been
I
matching.
know, we could have totally matched that. And we were just talking also before we started rolling that you were at Starbucks. I have to just talk about the story. And you saw a goat.
I saw a goat. I went to Starbucks just to get some coffee, and I roll up and there's a goat, like a real live goat. Just like hanging out. I was so confused. I like walked in and I was just kind of like making sure everybody else was as alarmed as I was.
I mean, was it like actually like in line trying to like get a Starbucks?
Oh, it was on top of a
like,
car at one point. I didn't see that, but a girl showed me a
serious?
photo of it. It was really weird.
Only in LA does this happen. But you really like, you started on YouTube a long time ago, and I have to talk about the video that you did, the Justin Bieber one. I mean, we have to just, whoever's living under a rock should, you know the story.
It was back when his very first single, One Time, so like forever ago, like 2008, 2009 era. I was a hardcore believer, okay, like hardcore. So I spent 3 weeks of my summer making this video, like stop motion. It was my first time ever using iMovie, totally taught myself, and I didn't win.
I saw the video and I was like, how in the world did you not win that contest? That's insane.
I was pretty upset with Bieber for a while there, but it ended up going viral and getting a couple million views, and that like motivated me.
You won over the internet,
right?
I mean, that's okay,
and
right?
that like made me want to keep doing videos, so I guess I won something else.
And then is it true that you also like grabbed his butt one time?
I did. I totally did. I was young.
Can we please talk about that? Like, how did you manage to do that?
Oh gosh, okay, so it was in Chicago. You know the Jingle Bash? Okay, so I was in Chicago for that. My friend Ryan was performing, so I was hanging out with him backstage, and all of a sudden I see all these girls running backstage because it's like the Justin Bieber meet and greet, and I was like, what do you think would happen if I just like got in line with him? And he was like, I don't know, just do it. So I did it, and it worked, and I was like coming up to my turn to be up to him, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this worked. I was not prepared for this, like I didn't know this was gonna be happening, and I was next to him, and I just did it. I just did it.
Did he say, like, what was his reaction? Did he,
he seemed
just like, okay.
Honestly, he seemed a little out of it at the time, so I don't even think he noticed, which is probably a good thing, because he probably would have been like, what? Who is this crazy person?
And then just so much has happened. You have millions and millions of followers on all of your social media, on YouTube, everything. Did you ever think this is what you would be doing?
Oh gosh, no, never. I wanted to be a tattoo artist. Like, this was so not something that I planned, you know? But I'm really glad it happened. It's so cool. But it's also super hard to comprehend that like anything I put on Twitter, millions of people could easily see that. It's like kind of scary.
Speaking of tattoos, are they real or fake? Because I noticed everyone's always like, it's a fake tattoo. Okay, so do you have any on right now that are
I had one,
fake?
As you can see, it's kind of really hard to get off. I'm struggling. But yeah, I got a bunch of temporary tattoos just to play around with because I'm too indecisive to get a real one. I could never choose one thing to live with for the rest of my life. Way too indecisive.
I know, it's very permanent. That sort of freaks me out.
It scares me. I have commitment issues.
And then your videos, you do like, they're so relatable because you're just like so funny and crazy, and like, how do you just come up with like the storylines of what you're gonna do one day?
It's hard to explain because there's really no one like recipe, I guess, for making a YouTube video.
Right.
Every idea is different. Sometimes you need like weeks to film it. Sometimes you could film it in 20 minutes. Sometimes I'm just using my camera and a tripod. Other times I have like a whole crew helping me.
And you do a lot of like makeup tutorials and hair
I've
stuff.
been getting into that.
Can you give any tips actually about the winged eyeliner? Because I'm just looking at it and it's so perfect.
Thank you.
And I can't ever figure out how to do it.
Dude, honestly, the key to success, DJ College shout out right there, is the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner, liquid pen eyeliner. It's the best.
Really?
It's so good. It's the only thing I use.
And then I have to talk about this movie, Sick House. It's the first ever scripted real-time movie shot on Snapchat.
Yes. It's a really, really cool idea. When it was first brought to me, I loved the idea. Because first off, I think it's really cool to be able to put something on a social platform like that. And I think it's also really cool that people didn't really know what was going on at first. Because in the beginning, I play myself. But towards the end, I kind of become this other character. I'm just gonna Snapchat on my phone the whole trip. Where's your phone?
My mom took it. She's just like that, super controlling.
Okay, well there has to be a reason.
No reason, I'm serious.
How did you call me from the airport? But it was really cool just to see people kind of like figuring it out and then being even more excited about it, or people being like, no, it's real. Like just seeing everybody go at each other, like trying to figure the clues out, if it's real, if it's fake. It was really, really cool.
And then it's all gonna be together and you can see the whole full movie.
And there's a lot that we shot that was not in the Snapchat version that I'm so excited for. A lot of my very favorite scenes didn't make it to Snapchat, so I'm just really, really excited.
And then you have so much else going on. There's something you were doing where you're going to all different music festivals.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Yeah, so I teamed up with Soap and Glory, where we're just heading to different music festivals throughout the country.
Oh, and you did a video where you saw Zayn. And you fangirled like crazy.
I have no shame when it comes to fangirling over Zayn. Like there's a lot of times where I'll meet someone and I'm like, oh yeah, play it cool. But I have no shame when it comes to Zayn. Like I am such a fangirl.
I don't think anyone can hold that in, though,
right?
Like
he's beautiful.
But like, you did a video, you literally filmed yourself like dying. You were like freaking out for a good minute.
There was like 5 more minutes of footage where I was like in tears and just a mess, and I was like, this is too much. Like nobody should have to go through this. Nobody should see this.
Is there anyone else that you really fangirl over like crazy?
Kristen Wiig. I love Kristen Wiig so much.
Would she be somebody you'd want to like collaborate with?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because you've collaborated with pretty much everybody.
Not everyone.
Well, not everyone, but who?
Kristen Wiig for sure.
On your list.
I also would love to collaborate with Jenna Marbles. She's awesome, hilarious.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
You did a collaboration recently with JC, which was really funny. It was the Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
Or was that just like a let's just do this?
He was doing this big week of Kaylin where he had a different video every day, so he wanted to collab. And I've never done a video with him, and we've known each other for like 6 years now.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I thought it was finally time, and if we're gonna do it, might as well go big or go home.
There's a couple questions I just have to get some TMI info from you on. Do you have any weird or strange habits?
I don't think this is really weird, but like I crack every knuckle in my finger. Like I can crack each finger like 10 times. That's a bad habit.
It's a bad
habit. I don't know
habit.
if it's that weird.
Can you name one extreme turnoff?
Cheating.
Okay.
If once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't like that. Turn off.
3 things that freak you out.
Bugs, number 1. Anything paranormal, like that stuff freaks me out so much. Driving on the freeway. Do not like driving on the freeway, freaks me out.
Okay, bugs for a second. I did hear you were really like deathly afraid of spiders.
Yes. Like a lot. And when we were filming Sick House, when we were in the woods, you should have seen the amount of spiders. Like it was disgusting. Everywhere we looked down, there was just another spider just crawling out of a hole. Like not small baby spiders, very, very large spiders.
Does this happen to you? Because this happens to me where like you're sleeping and you actually have a dream that like there's a spider and then I wake up and you're like, it's dark. There's no way I could see it.
Oh,
but then, okay,
I'm
so
convinced
I'm not alone.
that like
I'm not
too,
alone.
when I'm in my bed and I just feel like a little tickle or something, I'm always convinced it's a huge bug, and then I have to like go sleep on my couch. One time I saw a bug in my room and I slept in my roommate's bed for a month.
Oh my God.
I don't mess around when it comes to bugs.
You do not mess around. Do you get grossed out easily? What grosses you out?
I don't think I get grossed out. Like I can handle like gory movies and stuff like that. I would say bugs just gross me out the most, man. I hate bugs. If I never saw a bug ever again in my life, I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with that too.
Like butterflies, all the cute ones too, just take them all. Take them all.
And then, but like, you also have some like weird food habits. Like I saw that you've never ever had ketchup. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
In your life?
I've never had ketchup. Ketchup just smells gross. I mean, you can't deny that. It smells gross. I've never really had a hamburger. I've had a bite of an In-N-Out burger, but I was not a fan.
How have you like lived on Earth?
I eat a lot of bagels. That's about it, really.
Okay, last TMI question I have to just ask you about because
God.
we have to go back to that time for a second when you did a video with your ex, Kian Lally.
Oh boy.
Basically, you guys were like broken up at that point, but you were making a video kind of hashing out like what happened, and then but at the same time you were like cuddling. And then you kissed. I just don't understand, like, is that something you, like, how did that come about?
Inspired from a BuzzFeed video, because BuzzFeed did these videos where they had exes come in and they had them cuddle and talk about their relationship just as like a funny experiment. So we saw that and figured that'd be kind of funny to do.
Is there anything actually that you don't put on camera of your life?
Yes, so much. You can't put it all out there, you know?
True.
Limits.
There are limits.
Very few, but there are some.
Where do you see like everything going? I mean, you're going from social to, you know, doing movies, TV,
Yeah.
like, you know, what do you want to do?
Within the next like 2 years, I'm really focusing on just getting acting skills to the best ability that they can be. I've been doing a lot of auditions and classes and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm still focusing on YouTube. Never gonna leave YouTube. It's like my home.
And then lastly, is it true that you can burp the alphabet?
Oh no, everybody asked me this.
I figured they would, but I was like, I need to just...
I don't drink soda anymore.
Oh,
Isn't that
okay.
crazy?
That's crazy.
So I don't know if I'll be able to.
Okay.
But there are videos elsewhere. You guys can
I'll have to find that video.
Yeah.
Do you have any other weird hidden talents people don't know about that's not out there?
I can double jointed fingers.
What? Oh my god, that's really creepy.
Right? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Multi-talent right here.
What can I say?